thing. You're going to have all these prophets come out, and they're all going to give different national words of prophecy throughout just last year and this year. If God was really talking to these people, well, wouldn't there be some sort of consistency at the very least? Hey, it's me, James, YouTuber, of course, Christian YouTuber, and I just had something I thought was really important to say, and that is you guys don't need prophetic words for the year 2023. Okay, so what am I saying here? Okay, so first off, you might be wondering why I'm crouching, and that's because I picked the wrong lens. Okay, not the smartest kind of bunch all the time, but it doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is you do not need prophetic words for 2023. The reason I bring this up right now on YouTube, because there's all these Christian YouTubers, a bunch of them right now are making basically predictions of the future, whether it's politics or generalizations about wealth transfers and how things are going to work out and all this stuff there, or there's this generalized God's for you, God's going to do something new. There's all this type of like stuff going on there, and I just don't think that's really helpful for us, and I just want to explain why. So we need someone to tell us how the things are going to happen. I think the reason why that is because the future is kind of a scary place, right? I mean, am I wrong, or is the future actually kind of scary? Uncertain world. I think a lot of times people want to hear something that makes it right. And so you have things like, well, Trump's going to be back in office, or the wicked are going to get what they're coming, or the church is going to grow. And that's what people seem to want, or that your problems are just going to be solved. 2023 is going to be your year. Some will be politics, some will be about business and economics, some will be about current affairs, some will be generalized. Some people will come up and they'll just say random general things that are vague. Some will just be words of encouragement, but they're all speaking for God, and I find it pretty disturbing. And the reason I find it disturbing is a couple of different things. One of the points I find so disturbing is how many times some of these people are just wrong consistently for years. One of my favorite prophets, as you guys know, are Kat Kerr, the pink-haired prophetess herself, has once again predicted that Trump will be coming back this year, which she's done for 2022, 2021, and of course 2020, and Trump is still not back in office. She always claims that God is speaking for her directly. You have other people who will just give general words. They'll say things about wealth transfers and the wicked getting this, and that God's going to do a new thing, and there will be this type of people coming up and these type of leaders coming up, and you just need to do this, 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 this. And so many times none of these things come true. What we should be focusing on as Christian leaders, and just your average Christian, whether you're a pastor, a deacon, or some type of ministry role, is getting people to read their Bibles more should be what we should be doing. We actually should be focusing on theology, not to be divisive or rude, but I think it strengthens you. Like, I'll give you an example. The Book of Ruth, right? So many people think it's more of like this modern romance novel, but it's not. It's full of deep, deep meaning. And if you're interested in knowing that meaning, check out, once you read it. But instead, people don't understand it. And instead of trying to find your Boaz, why don't you be taking the depths of it? Or right? What I want you guys to do is not be concerned about words of prophecy and wealth transfers and Trump coming back and this person dying and all this stuff. How does it actually affect your relationship with Jesus? And if it doesn't have an impact on how you're loving people, how you're caring for people, what your relationship with Jesus is like, how your marriage is doing, I would say don't focus on that. Instead, focus on your sanctification, focus on your prayer life, focus on your charity work, focus on how you're treating your kids. But this whole idea of just waiting for something to happen that's definitely probably not going to happen is dangerous. And that's why I think you do not need a prophetic word for 2023. What you really need is just to focus on our Lord instead. So I hope that encourages you guys. I'm going to go do a little bit of filming. See you guys later.